Hey guys, Dan with AutoMotivationZ here. I'm at Jeff Belzer's Roseville Jeep, Ram, Dodge, and Chrysler today. Come check out the dealership and definitely come see Zach. He's a good dude, and let me review this vehicle for today. So with that, I'll get on with the video. It's going to be the 5.7 liter V8, and you're going to see a pretty tasteful engine cover. I don't dislike it. I like the fact that they put the gray on there, and it says Hemi on the sides of it. I think it looks pretty good. And of course, you guys, I love this color. If I were to buy a Charger of this year, I would definitely get this Gold Rush Pearlcoat exterior. Ooh, man, I love the way it pops. It looks so good. I really like this color. And like I mentioned before, this car is for sale. So if you're looking to buy this, definitely head over to Jeff Belzer's Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler in Roseville. So coming around, and I got a video of this already, but these are the tires, and these are from the blackout package, the black top package it's called. And that comes the black tires, the black Hemi badge, the black hood with the hood scoop in it, the black roof, the black trunk, and the black spoiler. And then of course you finish it off with black badges, black RT badge, a black Dodge badge, and a black Charger badge. And then we're finished off with dual exhaust, and I think it sounds pretty good. Something that has a good growl to it. We're gonna look at the back. So we have the same suede inserts on the back as well, and we got a space. We got 2 heated seats, and we got 2 USB, it looks type C's, so brand new type USBs. A little pocket here for all your cubby needs, your Twinkies, whatnot. So here's the front seat, and you can see it's finished in the same suede inserts as the back is. You guys, these seats, very, very, very comfortable. I really enjoyed sitting in these. Got a little cubby there for your information, and then we have a 12-volt DC along with a pretty decent cubby for, you know, sunglasses, stuff like that. You do have a sunglass holder up here, but if that's full, you can definitely use that. We have the cup holders right here, 2 cup holders. And this little tray for the cup holder, very nice to have. A change tray, and once we take that out, we see 2 more USBs, an aux, and a 12-volt DC plug-in. And I mean, you guys, you could fit your lunch in this storage case. There's a lot of space there. Going around to the front, the business end, we are going to go sit in the back seat. Now, I like to do this in cars just to kind of show. The seat was adjusted to where I was sitting, and I'm 6 foot, so I'm relatively tall. And as you can see, I mean, we got a lot of space back here. A lot of space. The headroom, I could use a little bit more headroom. My head's almost touching the top. I have about maybe ½ an inch from where I'm sitting, but definitely a lot of space back here, and it's just as comfortable as the front seats. I really enjoyed these seats, you guys. Really enjoyed it. We got a center armrest here with 2 cup holders. Another little space to put all your stuff, all your Twinkies, all your Skittles and stuff for the road trip that you're probably going to take in this car, because let's be serious, you can haul the whole family in this car. All right, exhaust time. Let's hear it. I do like Dodge's exhaust. It sounds very, very throaty, very good. I really enjoy that. Picture of fitted with an Alpine sound system. There's the speakers right there. And tweeters up front, and 6x9s in the back for those of you who care. The gas tank right here. It's the push gas tank, and this has the thing where you just put the gas, you just put the hose in there. You don't need an actual gas cap for these. These are capless. The trunk space, very decent trunk space. 60/40 rear split seats. We got the brand new mats here. Obviously you have a holder there for that, and then you have your tie downs here for if you're carrying anything. And then let's look up in here. This is what comes in the back here. So we got the battery, we got a tire pressure gauge, we got some lug nuts, the front plate. To be honest, if it was my car, I wouldn't have the front plate on, which I don't. And then we got a camera right here for your backup camera, which is pretty standard these days. And the gas for this is an 18.5 gallon gas tank. Here's a view of the interior. So you have all your classic buttons, you have your volume, you have your tune. You can turn your screen completely off. So if I do that, the screen turns off. Press it again, it turns back on. You have your sport button, which is going to change your driving characteristics. You have your super track pack, which if you push that, you can change your driving modes, your paddle shifts, things like that. You have your parking sensors. You can turn those off if you want to. And then of course your traction control. Obviously all cars come with AC now, so you don't really need to go into detail on that. But here's the radio. Now this is just on the standard setting. We'll go to FM. We'll turn it down because we don't want to get flagged by YouTube. But it's got AM, FM, Sirius XM, climate control. This is where you can change any of your settings. If you want it up, if you want both of them for head and feet, if you want just feet, or if you want defrost. And we'll leave it on head because it is a little bit warm out today. Here's the driver controls for the seats and the heated steering wheel. You guys, so my wife, she has a 2018 Durango GT, and I absolutely love this Uconnect system. So this is the 8.3 inch Uconnect, and it's fantastic. It has so much good stuff on it. It's very easy to use, and it's very intuitive. It's not hard to use at all. So it's something that I was able to go through these relatively easily and get to the vented seat. The vented seat is fantastic. It gives just enough so you're not super hot in the car. So you can turn them on both sides if you want to. Obviously, since there's nobody on that side, we're not gonna do that. You have heated seats as well, and then your mirror dimmer and your heated steering wheel. This also has apps that you can do. So you have your performance control. Obviously, you have your passenger and driver seat functions, your Wi-Fi hotspot, your notifications, the Uconnect, the marketplace, your phone, if you're going to connect your phone, which, let's be obvious, people will probably do that. All your performance pages. So this is going to test, you're going to have your horsepower, your G-force. You can click to add a widget. So let's see what we can add. We can add gauges, we can add our oil temp. That would be a good one to add. There we go. Look at all of these different ones you can do. Your current gear, your speed, your trans temp, your intake temperature, your engine torque, your engine power, your battery voltage. I mean, you guys, there is a huge list of stuff here that you could do. So here's your gauges. We have an 8-speed automatic transmission, so you're going to see 1 through 8 on there. And yeah, I mean, this is a pretty standard setup for cars that actually have this. Talk about the engine. So there's the engine right there. You have your oil pressure, you have your pound-feet of torque, and you have your horsepower, and it's all displayed right there. And then of course, any of the other settings that you're looking for, your display, what units you have, the voice of, you know, when the car turns on and it talks to you. If it has navigation, which this car does not, you can change the navigation voice sometimes. The clock, the camera in the back, your doors and your locks, your lights, your mirrors and wipers, your seats and the comfort that you have for those. Auto on, heated vented seat and steering wheel on all starts. So when it's cold out, it's going to turn on your heated seats. and when it's hot out, it's going to turn on your vented seats automatically up for the driver. Mirrors and wipers, headlights with wipers, I don't know what that means. Key off options, easy exit seats, so it'll push the seat all the way back for you. The key off power delay, the headlight off delay, so you can change those in 30-second intervals up to 90. We'll just leave it at 30. And then the key off power delay, that is if you're sitting, for example, in a car wash and you turn your car off, it will leave the stuff on for that amount of time. I think we can exit out of that. Here's the center dash. So we're gonna have our analog tach and analog speedometer gauge. Plus we're gonna have it in the middle there. You can see on this, when I do that, you guys, it sounds really good in here. You're gonna have your cruise control right here, and if you have adaptive cruise, that's gonna be in here, but this car does not have that. And then this is going to be your center stack, what you got. So I'm just pushing this button here. Looks like an average of 14.7 miles per gallon in the 25 that we've driven. We have not driven that, but on the car. Average miles per gallon right there, a range of 116 miles left. Your performance, your 0 to 60 timer, your 0 to 100 timer, your 1/8 mile timer, your 1/4 mile timer, your braking distance, your current G-forces, your peak G-forces, your lap timer, your lap history, and your top speed of 69 miles per hour. Vehicle info, you can check your coolant temp, your trans temp. Once again, all of the stuff that you saw in here, you can control from here. Your oil pressure, your oil life, your battery voltage, your intake to air temp, your engine torque, your engine power, your tire pressure, which is a huge one. I use this on my car all the time. You have the speedometer, which you can change to MPH or KPH if you wanted to, if you're from the UK or in the European Union or anything like that. Your audio. On to the test drive. So initial impressions of this car, the seats are very comfortable. They're finished off in a nice Alcantara, and the bolstering is just right. So you guys, you know, I'm 6 foot, I'm about 290, and these seats hold me very well. I feel very comfortable in these. They are heated and cooled seats. So with that, we'll go and we will do the test drive portion of this. So putting in the drive, initial impressions of this car, I love the way that Dodges look. The Charger in particular, it just looks mean, it looks aggressive, and it's something that I really like. Love it or hate it, I love it. I think it looks great. I would buy a Charger myself if they made an all-wheel drive version of the V8, which they do in some cop cars, but I've heard they're very rare and very hard to come by. So yeah. So initial impressions right off the bat, the brakes feel pretty good. Like I mentioned, the seats are very nice, very comfortable. There's a good noise to the blinker even. You know, some cars you get in, you can't even tell that you have your blinker on. Some cars are obviously okay. This one is definitely okay. Now this has a 5.7 liter. This is actually a rare car. They didn't stop making these, but I'd like to say that there's not really that many around to review. Within a 300-mile radius, this is the only one. This is the only RT available. So with that being said, I feel like it's a pretty exclusive car. So far, road noise, I don't feel very much road noise. You guys, these cooled seats are amazing. I really wanted cooled seats in my car, but they don't offer them in the RS3, so I couldn't get them. We'll get around these guys here. I do like the gauges. The gauges have a nice red to it. and it looks very nice. Now this car does weigh about 4,300 pounds, and I'll edit that into the description, the exact weight, but it's on the heavier side of cars. This is not a light car. This is about the same weight as an Acura TLX Type S, but it's not a light car, but it's fairly quick. And I don't want to beat on this car because this car is for sale and it is brand new. So there is that. But it has get up and go. It is a V8, so it's not going to leave you stranded at a stoplight or anything like that. So what do we have for this car? The Dodge Charger, it debuted in 1966. This is riding on the Dodge Coronet's platform. The Dodge Coronet was a fairly famous car back in the day. Coronet RT. And that's where you're going to see the RT symbol. What does RT stand for? Road and Track. And that's been on a Dodge Charger ever since it's been available. So it's something that it has never left the Charger moniker. They did have a swept fastback kind of design back in the 66. Now they're a four-seater. The reason why Dodge did that, they did not want the Charger to be a competitor to the Challenger, which is also a Dodge product. I haven't reviewed a Challenger yet, but I'm looking to do so. So if you guys know anywhere that I can review a Dodge Challenger that has one for sale, please let me know in the comments below. So this particular car is for sale. Right now, this car is for sale for $45,246. There's 6 trim levels to these cars. So you're going to have the SXT, that's going to be the base model, that's going to be the V6, 3.6 liter Pentastar. It has about 292 horsepower, and that's going to be the base, the Charger. You have the GT, which is going to be all-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive, same with the SXT. You have the RT, which is this version. This is going to be rear-wheel drive only, and this is going to come with 5.7 liter V8. This is why I think that these cars are not super popular, is that the Scat Pack on these has the 6.4 liter. Basically a Hellcat engine without the supercharger, a little bit bigger. The Scat Pack is going to come with the 392. You'll see the 392 badge on the side. That's going to be the 6.4 liter. The Hellcat, of course, everyone's familiar with the Hellcat. 707 horsepower, I think 717 horsepower now in 2021. And then of course the Hellcat Red Eye, which is going to be 797 horsepower. So the horsepower on this car, 370 horsepower. The torque is 395 foot-pounds of torque. The MSRP is $36,495, and like I mentioned before, the as tested is $45,246. You can expect 16 city, 25 highway, about 20.5 mixed. It has an 18.5 gallon gas tank. You can expect to get 296 to 462 miles on a tank of gas. The curb weight on this car, 4,291, and this is real similar to the Acura TLX Type S, you guys. Very, very similar, and I'll put the weight in the video, but very similar. It comes stock with 245, 45, 20-inch tires. This one has the blacked out package, so it has the blacked out wheels, the blacked out hood, the blacked out top portion, the black spoiler, and then of course you finish it off with black badges, black RT badge, a black Dodge badge, and a black Charger badge. 0 to 60 to time is 4.9 seconds, 0 to 60. So that's pretty similar to an STI, the Acura TLX Type S that I tested, pretty similar to that. Pretty similar to a lot of vehicles out there. So it's not like this is a slow car. Quarter mile time is in 13.4. So I would say dead even with an STI, a 2021 STI. This would probably be dead even with it. As far as the competition goes, you have the Chrysler 300S. That's going to also be with the V8. That's 363 horsepower. That's the 300S, not just the regular 300 base, which it also has a V6. The Buick LaCrosse, which is a V6. The Cadillac ATS or CT4, Now the ATS is going to be something that is not around anymore. So if you're looking at a brand new comparison to a brand new comparison, you're going to be looking at the CT4 and most likely the CT4V. Definitely not the CT4V Blackwing, because that is just on another level, similar to a Hellcat. And here's the dealership, you guys. Fantastic dealership right off the freeway. So this is right off of 35W in Minnesota. As you can see, the sign right there. And this is going to be where you come in. Plenty of customer parking for any of those who are interested. Definitely come and check Zach out. Give him a follow, because he will definitely help you out.